How would you like to be able to easily and succinctly sum up what you do with confidence? In this video, I'm going to teach you what a brand positioning statement is and how to create yours. All right, so here's the magic positioning statement template. And there's one piece that I'll share with you at the end that brings it all even more together. So let's start at the beginning. Let's start with the first part of this statement. I help X who. The who that we want to name here are especially how people describe themselves. So that if you were in front of your who, they'd say, that's me, that's who I am. The problem is when this gets too broad or too generic. We want to get this tighter and more specific to really focus in on your niche, your ideal audience. But essentially what you want is for when people hear themselves named or they know somebody that fits this description, they can very quickly and readily say, oh, I know somebody like that. The second part of this is what you do for that person. So specifically here, we're looking for the problem that you solve and the solution that you provide. So as you focus on what it is you do, you want to be careful. There's this distinction that I like to talk about. It's the distinction between selling the medicine and selling the cure. Because we know our work so well, we can get caught up in talking about the medicine, what it is that we do rather than the outcome that we provide. If this part starts to get too long, you might be focusing too much on the medicine instead of the cure. Although I will say this one caveat, if you have a signature system, if you have some special way with a special name that you've developed or created to get this outcome, you may want to mention it. Now, the final piece is so that Z. This is an opportunity to talk about the why that's bigger than just, what the outcome you deliver, but a reason for why that outcome is important. So I might say I help speakers, authors, and coaches to monetize their magic, find new revenue streams so that the world can benefit from their gift. So we can play with this. And I invite you and encourage you to come up with a lot of different variations and iterations of this so that you can then find the one that really resonates with you, or 2 or 3 or 4. Like I said, it doesn't have to just be one. You might have different ones for different audiences or for different circumstances. So now I want to share the one bonus thing that you can add to this template to make it even juicier, even more compelling, which is without W equals some sort of objection or some sort of fear that people might have. So Albert Pellichet, I help men struggling with a midlife crisis to find more focus and more fulfillment so that they can have more joy in their life. And this one's a real one, without a mistress, Maserati, or mandated child support, right? So with the without, he's number one, it's cute, it's funny, but he's also addressing that he helps men avoid divorce or problems in their marriage, which, by the way, also indicates that these are married men, that's his ideal audience, that they're married. So you can have a lot of fun with this. You can especially have fun with this optional little bonus positioning statement add-on. Now, a brand positioning statement is not very effective if your entire brand positioning strategy isn't on point. So check out my video, How to Develop Brand Positioning. See you there.